How you doing, buddy?
It's been a day.
Yeah.
But how are you?
I'm hanging in there, man. I'm doing okay. Yeah, we're coming down off of our Lemons weekend. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
And yeah, there you go. But I wanted to open with something that I think, like, oftentimes we feel like car guy nerd interest can like really put walls around us. Like we can be kind of standoffish.
Mm-hmm.
Podcasting itself, listening to podcasts, this isn't like a collaborative thing that like most people like to do with their spouses and stuff like that. You know, not really that common. It's kind of a solo thing. All right.
Right. Well, and I have another barrier that I have constructed around the podcast thing, which is that I think that there's no more embarrassing sentence in the English language than I have a podcast.
Will you guest on my podcast?
Bro, yeah, okay. Yeah. That one's slightly more embarrassing.
But I think that my wife and I experienced a very good kind of dovetail of our interests.
Okay.
When it comes to cars, and something she is absolutely into, which is obsessively listening to the Dateline podcast and watching the television show Dateline because she loves true crime.
Okay.
Just about every one of us has a true crime boo somewhere in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like they are 1, maybe 2 degrees away from us. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any in our house. We don't really have. We listened to the first season of Serial.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably as close as we ever really got to it.
Who do you think would be like the nearest true crime aficionado in your orbit?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm sure I know someone who's really into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Besides Kelly. Yeah.
Right. But I know. But I mean, like another person. Like,
yeah. Right.
I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, that's like paramount piece of culture, true crime. Right.
Yeah.
So my wife and I were in a parking lot. We were running some errands, and there was a bright blue. Let me see if I can find the color. It was a Jaguar X. What's the fast one nowadays? XF.
The
RS? Yeah, XFRS.
That's the sedan. Is that what you're looking for? Or are you looking for the F-Type?
It was the F-Type coupe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the F-Type coupe is good looking. I like that a lot.
It is. Okay, F-Type. Is there an R? Because it was, I don't know. It was the Fast Boy. And it was a very, very interesting, it was like this light blue. Yes, this is it right here. Okay. So, here, we'll show the people. Okay, so my little nuggie was parked directly across from it. Mm-hmm. And nose to nose. Oh, no, I was in Luther. What am I saying? And there was oil splattered on the hood of the Jag, like random spots, right? Yeah. And you and I see something like that and we're like, oh, it's a Jaguar. It's oil. Like, sure. Like we're surprised it's not on fire at the current time. Mm-hmm. Right. But my wife was like, hang on.
I think I know what this is.
Yeah.
I have a theory already.
She was like, this couldn't have come from this car because if it was driving, like, you know, like or if it would have come from these places, the splatter would have been this way. And she's just like Lester Holting, Keith Richardson, like, Keith Morrison. Yeah, Keith Morrison-ing, like the forensics of the oil on the hood of this Jaguar. And we concluded that this person has a lift. Yeah. And a car above it was leaking onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lift where the most reliable car in the stack is a Jaguar.
Yep. That's the one they keep on the bottom.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So this person makes poor decisions, and we need to get to know them.
Yeah. Yeah. The most sustainable thing is just like Yoplait. Fruit on the bottom and the most reliable car on the bottom when it comes to lips.
Right.
Yeah, we do need to get to know them because what is on top, right?
Right.
But like she saw something that I did not, and I love this like automotive murder show, like hand holding, right? This like, you know, the meme of the two arms locked together.
I mean, if you want like crime and automotive go together pretty nicely. I mean, they're just off my top of my dome because we didn't discuss this ahead of time. But I mean, Carlos Ghosn, right?
Right.
Like getting smuggled out of a country in a fucking piano case.
Yeah.
You've got the assassination of the Renault chairman in the 80s.
Oh, really? I don't know.
Yeah,
about
he got
that.
shot.
Okay.
There was the guys running the IMSA team that financed their whole operation with drug smuggling.
Yep.
There's DeLorean.
DeLorean, yeah.
Right? I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah. Alanis King's book and Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, the rich energy?
Yeah.
Nonsense with Haas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's so many con men.
Right.
And like
murder. I mean, legit murder.
But also on the con man front, I mean, Elon Musk.
Right. Right. Ponzi scheme. Yeah.
So many. Right. So much.
Right. Yeah. So I am here for this like collaboration. Mm-hmm. And I think that it is a great way as an automotive person to connect with the murder show person in your life. Yeah. Is forensic analysis of car fluid splatter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be like, hey, babe, could you help me with something? I'm trying to figure out where this leak is coming from.
You know, it's interesting you bring this up because we did some of that this weekend.
We did a lot of that this weekend.
That was most of our weekend was fluids, either automotive or otherwise.
I was asleep for a while, so I don't know what you guys got.
You were asleep for a while. You were the most rested man in all of the paddock. Mm-hmm. We did a lemons race this week.
We did.
Ostensibly.
Yeah.
I took a picture that I believe represents maybe the most successful group activity that we did.
Okay.
Over the weekend.
Okay.
Over the race weekend. It was a full 24-hour race.
Uh-huh.
And this is how our race went.
Okay. This is the realracereport.jpg?
Yeah, realracereport.jpg.
Okay. For the audio listeners, it's our buddy Chris's Blackstone that he brought and a full English breakfast being cooked atop it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yep. We got our hash browns. We got our mushrooms. We got our tomatoes. We got bacon and sausage. Uh-huh. We got the baked beans. I'm toasting up some bread. The eggs are about to happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
I partook. I did beans on toast. Yeah. Even though
I will say, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but toot motherfuckers. This was delicious.
Well, you have a lot of tooting to do, but I ate
a lot of beans.
Go figure. Us being confined in an RV after a full English breakfast wasn't something we really. Seems like the guys are hanging outside a lot.
Yeah,
I wonder why. Yeah. But yeah, I have never had a full English breakfast, and I did partake in beans on toast. And I'm one of those weirdos that like, if I have oatmeal with like some milk in it, I dip my toast into it. I'll dip my toast into the cereal milk. I like soggy bread. Okay. And I wasn't sure. I know, right? That's not a
you eat some panzanella, like the Italian thing with the olive oil, the salad.
Sure.
Crusty bread. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So soggy bread is okay with me. Okay. Not a huge tomato beanish fan. Mm-hmm. But it was good. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. So
now I got a actually here. because this was not quite a full English, because we were missing a key ingredient, which is the blood sausage,
right?
Which is delicious. I will hear no blood sausage slang. Though a full English breakfast is like I'm a ride or die Mediterranean region foodie.
Yes.
You know, like everything in Italy.
If you pick a region, that's what it's going to be.
If it touches the Mediterranean, I'm eating it. Right.
Yes. Whereas I'm like, if it touches the Missouri River, I'm eating it.
Right. But a full English breakfast is one of the world's greatest delicacies. I'm convinced.
Yeah. I think I can see where you're coming from with that, especially because anything that has that quantity of components to do it all correctly,
right?
You know, that shows skill, right? And so I think you guys did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did a great job. And I do like how at one point, like Chris, who has the Blackstone,
and brought all the ingredients.
There was a Seidel, there was an Ian passing Chris and taking the reins at the Blackstone.
And I apologized as I was doing it, and I know that I do this, and it's a character flaw of mine that whenever there's a group setting and cooking is happening, I end up worming my way in because I like to cook for groups of people. I legitimately enjoy it,
and you're a good cook too. So there's that, yeah.
And I was just like, and at one point there was an offer to drive the broken car. Or cook breakfast, and I chose breakfast.
You kept cooking.
I kept cooking.
You did.
So that's how much I enjoy cooking. That I turned down driving a race car briefly,
right,
for doing something else.
Yes. So this I think what this represents, right, was the highlight of the weekend, right? Because I think tag yourself, right? In this picture, we're all representative of this team. I'm the potatoes.
Right.
You know, and we all work really well together.
We do. Right? We work very well together this
weekend.
We made
quite the plate.
No, the one thing that's not tagged in this photo and didn't work well with us this weekend is the goddamn car.
Right. We started off very strong, climbing positions. Our fastest driver, Chad, was at the helm, knocking fools down left and right, putting down 232 laps after lap after lap in the car, crushing it, shifting gears like a boss. And then
we should explain a couple of things. First of all, a 232 is not a fast lap around High Plains Raceway, but
in a 2-liter Volkswagen at 5,000 feet in the air, it is.
Right. It's not bad. And especially if you can do it consistently, if you can do that for 24 hours, you are in the catbird seat for the lower level, because we were in Class C, which is the lowest class.
Yes.
And also the previous race, if you are just joining us, in June, we had an issue where the rear main seal on the 2.slow was leaking, and it was leaking oil onto the clutch. And it turns out that friction surfaces don't like lubricants.
Yeah.
And so we couldn't keep the clutch. The clutch couldn't contain the massive 90 horsepower from the 2.0. And we were slipping the clutch all over the place. And so we ended up driving the whole race in fourth gear.
Right.
Which worked, but was very slow.
Correct.
And so this race is the full 24 hours. We've replaced the rear main seal.
We did, with the aftermarket ECS rear main seal housing and the proper spring seal, because I think the stock Volkswagen ones don't have the internal spring to keep stuff tight. Yeah.
And a new clutch.
New flywheel. Yep.
And so Chad started off. He got probably 3/4 of the way through his stint.
Yeah, I think that he did report a very initial slip or two, because I thought we were thinking the clutch was breaking in. Yeah.
And then everything was fine. he was getting faster and faster, and
We went from
managing traffic.
40 something to 20 something. We were fourth or fifth in our class.
We were lower than that because we had a really shit start. Remember, like we got the green flag.
Yes.
Well, you weren't that. You were back in the RV messing with the tech stuff, but we saw where the green flag dropped. He was in turn 2.
Oh. Okay.
So he was basically at the very end of the lead lap.
Yes, we lost like 15 places right off the hop.
And that was just because of because they do like they pick a random car.
Okay.
Because they have everyone circulate for a couple laps before just to make sure all the transponders work and all that.
Okay.
And then they pick a random car and they're like, okay, you're going to be the lead car for the lead lap.
Okay.
And it just so happened that Chad was in turn 2.
Oh.
So like at the very tail of it.
Yes.
So we were, 2 some minutes behind the leader.
Yeah.
But we were like, he was really consistent. Lots of cars fell off, in a Lemons race, like lots of cars break immediately.
Yeah.
Or have arrived broken. We took our time.
Mm-hmm.
But we got there. We
did revert to our natural broken state.
Mm-hmm. Like moments before he reported the clutch was slipping again, we were having a powwow about fuel strategy. That's how good we were feeling.
Yes. My tech stuff had fallen on its face. I had a bunch of tech issues that I've never had before. Mm-hmm. I said that this is our competitive race. We're not sacrificing him coming in for me to reboot a PC or anything like that. We're going to prioritize lap time over everything else. Yep. So that conversation happened between you and I. Mm-hmm. And, you were good in talking to me about the tech stuff. Like we were working through stuff mentally together. And then you had the conversation about fuel strategy.
Yep.
Right.
And then the clutch started slipping, and it was slipping so bad that we couldn't even just like leave it in gear.
Yeah.
So he brought it in.
Mm-hmm.
We did some investigation.
Yeah.
I drove it around the paddock.
Uh-huh.
It seemed fine. They went back out, and it was fine.
Right.
For about, 20 minutes?
Yeah, 20 minutes or so, yeah.
So we basically had a very expensive track day.
Well, we should say that process repeated itself as long as we cared to do it.
Right. So we basically were running 20-minute sessions like you would in a track day.
Right.
And we at one point thought we had figured it out, that it was Chad had figured out that maybe it could be the clutch cable.
Right.
So you and Chad mostly swapped the clutch cable.
Yes, I wrangled myself upside down into the car. I think I have that photo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did I show you that? Did you see
You
that?
did. Yes, it's great. I love it.
Yeah. I had a little bit of a panic moment because I could not extract myself from the car. Working under a dashboard sucks. Working under a dashboard with a roll cage is even worse. And here I am in the car. Upside
when
down.
You're 6'4", it's damn near impossible. Yeah.
The back of my knees are over the driver's headrest. And I could not push myself back up in a way that got my hips over the roll cage for me to get out. So Chad literally had to grab both of my legs and pull me. And at one point, he pulled and then stopped. And I was like, no, keep pulling. And he had to yank me my hips over the roll cage.
And then out of nowhere, Yakety Sax started playing.
Yeah. So we replaced the clutch cable. Turns out the clutch cable replacement is garbage because the spring in it kept binding, because it's like one of those auto adjust ones. The Saab ones that I had were never auto adjust, and they didn't.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. So the cable kept binding on this internal spring.
Yeah.
It's supposed to let the cable bend, but I think the spring inside was either broken into two pieces, or there was a way for something to kind of overlap, and I could mess with the spring as it went right to the transmission, and the clutch would free up. And so,
and the feel through the pedal was it was in a ball pit or something. Like it was just like, clunk, 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 clunk. Like it was just very lumpy,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's because of that cable drag. Yeah. Cable operated clutch through some really shitty housing and springs and stuff.
Yeah. So it made it worse. It made the problem. It didn't fix the slipping issue.
Also, guess what piece you have to take out to get to a clutch cable on a Volkswagen Cabrio?
The dashboard?
If you're thinking the gauge cluster and the dashboard, you're right. Yeah, because that's where you have to go in through. Like all the Saabs that I had, it was down the clutch cable attached to the clutch.
Right, the clutch pedal.
Yeah, right. And this did, but like there was this big offset piece up top, like this big rocker arm. And like Saab was like, no, you build up your fucking quads.
Right.
And Volkswagen is like, no, like, a 6-year-old could push this in and be just
That's fine. True. I mean, the Saab clutch feel is definitely much harder.
Yeah.
Than the Volkswagen one. But
I'll be stuck in traffic in the Fiat and be like, oh my God, this is so much easier than it was in the Saabs.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then eventually, like, so that was at about, we got that back together
11
around 11:30. Then I went out.
Well, and tell people what you told me and what you told Chris before you went out.
I don't remember. What did I say?
You told me to go the fuck to sleep.
Oh, I did tell you to go the fuck to sleep. Yes, because you were getting real punchy.
I was. And I could tell it, and I was holding back sassiness and punchiness. I was holding back, and a little bit was cracking through.
I will say you were not doing a good job.
Do you remember anything I said? I don't.
No, it was I could see it in your face. First of all,
I had a look.
The Crypt Keeper look.
That I have now. Yeah.
Yep. And then you I can't remember what it was you said, but you said something and it was more the way you said it. And I was like, oh, Dave needs some sleep. Like immediately. And like as I was strapping into the car, I grabbed Chris and I was like, make sure he goes to sleep.
You had my daddy make sure that I went to sleep. Yes.
Yeah.
Another picture from this weekend I have. This is what you guys served me for breakfast that morning. Real quick. Speaking of, how did I make a movie? Anyway. It was the eggs and sausage you gave me on my plate.
Oh, right. But then I got in the car around 11:30, I guess, and I drove for probably 35 minutes. It was kind of rainy and greasy.
Yeah.
And at night, which was really fun. Like I like a low grip sort of situation.
Yeah.
It's fun. And so the lap times were real slow, but I was also like trying to feel out the car and everything else.
And you were pulling the clutch pedal up with the top of your shoe too.
Yes, it was binding.
Yeah.
So my operation was clutch in, shift, toe under, pull up for every shift, nearly every shift.
Yeah. I was going to send you out there with bungee cords between the dash and the clutch to keep it up.
It was manageable. Like at one point I was like, well, if this is the hardest thing I have to do,
right.
This is manageable.
Yeah.
Like as long as the clutch starts working. And then at one point, probably 20 minutes in, I had like the RPM wandered just a little bit in third gear.
Okay.
And I was like, what? That's weird. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna like keep an eye on that.
Yeah. Yeah. You're doing like the 2 fingers to the eyes thing to you in the car.
And that was it. And then maybe a lap later, hit the cliff and just the worst clutch slip I've ever had. And then even coming into, I stalled the car because I put the clutch in all the way to the floor and it didn't disengage fully.
Right. Right.
So I don't know if that's the clutch cable issues
or the clutch cable binding. Yeah.
Yeah. So like it was well and truly broken by the end of my stint. And then we decided to get some sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we all went to sleep. Dave, I think you slept for like 9 hours.
I slept until 7:30 in the morning. I will. First of all, that bed is plywood, and I forgot about it. I ended up having to make myself like basically like a giant worm pillow, like a folded.
Is that how you did it?
I folded comforters over into like thirds, and then I essentially made a twin mattress out of comforters.
That's
on top of that bed. It's like, because before that I was waking up every 20 minutes with a different part of my body screaming out in pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I remember at one point I walked in the morning when we were trying to like get rolling and get the car going and stuff. And I had been avoiding walking in because I didn't want to wake you up, and I had to get something out of the area. So I walked in and I just glanced over, and you were like full, like toddler, like giant toddler face down on the bed. And I was like, oh my God, he is out.
I am a stomach sleeper. I sleep on my stomach a lot.
Yeah. It was funny.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think like you had come in, you had gone to sleep for a while in the RV and left, and I didn't know. Yeah.
I woke up in a full panic thinking that I had like massively overslept and everyone had been working on the car for hours or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
It was probably 5:30 when I woke up.
Yeah.
So I was out before by 6. I was out, like, contacts in and all that.
Sure.
And then I got out, and Chad had done some work in the middle of the night. Like he had woken up in the middle of the night and like done a little bit of work to try to fix the clutch cable.
Yeah.
Because we got up and the dash was out.
Okay.
And Chris had just woken up, I think, and was like wandering around. One quick story. So Mental, friend of the show, and personal friend, was one of the judges this weekend. And at 6 a.m. I wandered over there to go talk to him. And it was right as the sun was coming up, but it was still kind of like rainy and greasy out. And so they had been busy all night because it had rained overnight. And so we were talking, and someone came in for a black flag. And I don't remember which team it was, but they got black flag for a 4-off.
Okay.
And their defense was, well, I didn't have 4 off. I only had 3 off. And they left, and I had overheard it, and I went to Mental. I was like, that's worse, right?
Right. Yeah. That means that they're like turned and
they're sideways.
Yeah.
You're like, you get how that's worse, right?
Right. Yeah. But they were like, no, this is home base. Like, I'm still safe. Right. I'm touching the floor that's touching the post that's touching the wall.
It was only 3 off.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Right? Yeah. I mean, 3 is less than 4, right? So it can't be that bad.
Yeah. So then, so then we went back. We got Chris in the car. He went out, and it was basically undrivable.
Yeah.
And then by the end of his stint, we couldn't even get it into gear.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we decided to make breakfast.
Right. Yes. Yes. Yep. And we should mention the race is going on during all of this.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. No idea who won.
Right.
We were in our own little our own little world of our own making.
Right. Yeah.
So how are you feeling about this weekend?
Yeah. It's tough. So I think that like we're going to have some changes on the Lemons team. We don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. Like there's some stuff up in the air, but like I think at the end of the day, I'm very, very happy that we have a group of guys, the 5 of us, that are so connected and so collaborative, and like really, we work really well together, and I'm very thankful for that. And I know that none of us are going anywhere, and we're going to keep working together on whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm doing okay, but I think that like to see us take, like, I think to make these changes, to have the healthiest approach coming up to a race, still not being able to squeeze in track days and testing time before the race. Like, granted, we weren't pulling consecutive all-nighters before the race. We weren't
But
swapping
we were
engines.
obviously unprepared because
but
the
we
car
were
wasn't ready.
still unprepared, right?
Yeah.
All the weekends and all that stuff that we gave up for the car, we had to do more, right? And we didn't do enough. And so I think that, like, the reality of that hitting that quantity of work and time versus what it took away from us, what we could have been doing, I think is something that I've been thinking about a lot, Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. I think that the one, and we talked about this before the show a little bit, but the one thing that, like, I keep thinking about is just how great this team is together.
Yeah.
And, like, really and truly, like, I've raced with a bunch of different people and a bunch of different teams, and I've never, like, there's always been at least, like, one, not even like problem person on a team, but, like, there's always someone with a bigger personality to manage, or a bigger ego to manage, or whatever, on a team, or someone whose decision making isn't, or is just not on the same page, even.
Right.
Even if it's just that, even if you all get along, but someone has a different idea about what this race is going to be than everybody else. Like, there was none of that.
Right.
And we had so many, like, moments of hope, and, like, and our race being blown around by circumstances, and everybody just went together.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we had like minor, like, hey, I think this is a good idea. No, I think this is a good idea. But we were able to, like, talk it out without ego.
Right.
And, like, the best idea won out, and that was it. Like, it wasn't, there was no, like, backbiting or anything. And, like, one of the best things of the whole weekend to me was the track walk.
Yeah.
Where, you didn't get to go because you were prepping tech stuff.
Right.
But it was the four of us drivers, the two Chris's and Chad and myself. We walked around the track, which is something I've never gotten to do at High Plains before.
Yeah,
actually.
I've never done a track walk. Yeah.
And we were just, like, comparing notes about, questions that we have for each other or whatever. And it was just really collaborative and collegiate, and, like, we weren't, like, there was no, like, dick measuring, which is a thing that happens a lot around race car people. And there was just, like, none of that, which was just amazing to see. Like, four dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right. Go figure. Four nice guys walking around a track. Yeah. Yeah,
it was awesome. I really, really enjoyed that. And I learned, I took stuff, like, from that Chad was saying. I was like, oh, I need to, like, try to, like, modify my line to meet what he was suggesting.
Yeah.
And then I think he did the same, because I think we have different areas where we're stronger.
Yeah.
Around the track. So it was really cool.
Yeah. That's so great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But, like, we're going through the idea to reality reconciliation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, like, part of us maturing, and I think that I've really seen this in both of us, is, like, how we deal with that idea to reality reconciliation,
Right.
And how we handle that. And I think that you and I have both, like, really made some strides in how we handle that, like, with each other, with our own stuff, like that kind of stuff, And I think that, like, that's one of the things that we're going through now, because I think for a lot of times it can be a really crushing thing, a very paralyzing thing, and a period in like, kind of an event in someone's life where things can, without any kind of ill intent or anything like that. Things can genuinely take a worse path, you know? And I don't think that we're doing any of that, you know? I think that like we're all like trying to focus and just kind of take a step back and take a healthy approach and think about things, you know, and know that we genuinely really like working together, you know?
Yeah.
We like each other and we like working together. So yeah, it's tough, you know, it's tough. So racing.
So yeah, so now we have 2 broken race cars.
Yeah, I think buying a third is probably we're like the shitty couple that keeps having kids to try to save the marriage.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what we need to do.
Oh my God, they're pregnant again?
Mm-hmm.
Right? He was cheating on her last week. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see.
Right?
More to come, hopefully.
Yeah.
On this one.
Yeah, more to come. So yeah. Lemons.
I did some brief brewery rooms. I got 2 very short stints.
You
this
did.
weekend.
You did.
And I got to cook on a flat top, which I've never done before.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you're gonna add that flat top to your cart pretty quick.
I really want one now. It was really fun.
I think it like a reverse seared steak, like you oven that thing and then you hit that thing on the flat top for that final sear. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Would you like a license plate game?
I would love a license plate game, Ian. Please give me a license plate game.
Okay.
Okay.
This one is called That's Mr. License Plate to You.
Okay. All right.
There's a theme. Let's see if you can pick up on it.
I think I know what it is already. Can I guess it?
Sure.
Toyota MR2s.
You are incorrect.
Oh, damn it. You threw me off. You capitalized the MR in the file name. Okay. All right. Oh boy. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, here we go. So up top we have a silver Ford Fusion, like you do. Then you have a white Rivian pick-em-up truck, the R1T. And then you have a Ford Transit Connect.
Yeah.
Down at the bottom. And the license plates are Mr. Bean, Mr. EAN, Mr. Lane, LANE, and Mr. Shart.
Or Mrs. Hart, but
Mrs. Hart.
My heart of hearts, I want this to be Mr. Shart so badly. I hope it's Mr. Shart.
Okay. All right. We're doing some zoomies and enhancies because there's got to be something here. Okay. The person in the Ford Fusion has a Cooney Lexus license plate frame.
Yes.
So they bought it used from the Lexus dealer. Okay. All right. Then we have a Rivian on a home charger, and they have a Colorado Buffs license plate frame, some tinted windows, and the like
ski racks,
ski rack wedges. On the back there's an Audi Audi RQS maybe. It looks like the hotted up one.
Could be.
Yeah, right? Like a Q5 maybe. Okay, in the parking lot with it. And then we have the Ford Transit Connect. It is from Groove Auto, grooveauto.com. Is like the dealer plate frame. Okay, and it has
not a lot to go on.
No, but it has no
wise.
back windows, so it is definitely like a work truck. As this is a tradie mobile. Right? And you know, I love one thing. I love cosplay.
Abducting children.
No, I don't want to give the kids the candy. I eat the candy.
Oh, okay. Right.
Then the kids get mad and leave.
Right.
I love cosplaying as a tradie. I've had the luxury of doing it a few times in my life. I feel like I have all the tradie stuff, and I like when I get to use it. and my fancy tradie pants that PETA got me.
Yep.
And I love it. I love that stuff so much. So I love being a pretend tradie.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going Mr. Lane for the Ford. For the Fusion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going Mr. Bean for the Rivian because I think that they think that's funny.
Okay.
And I'm going Mr. Shart for the van, and I'm hoping it's a plumber.
Or a dry cleaner.
Or a dry cleaner. Plumbers, dry cleaners, and proctologists all have the same sense of humor.
Well, and a similar like confluence of customers.
Right? Yeah. You see one, you see them, and then you see them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my hope. That's what I hope this is. I'm not calling it a guess. That's what I hope this is in my heart of hearts. In my shard of sharts.
Okay.
All right, here we go. That's Mr. License Plate Game to you. All right, here we go.
You got one.
I got one. I got Mr. Lane on the Ford Fusion because that seems right. Then Mr. Shart on the Rivian. You saw the Rivian, and PETA sent us Mr. Bean on the Transit Connect.
Yes.
Okay. And
thank you, PETA. I think your instinct on Mr. Lane was dead on because the person who goes to a Lexus dealer and ends up with a Ford Fusion 100% has their legal name on their license plate.
Yes. They do. Yes. Mm-hmm.
With formal title.
Yes. Right? Yeah. And then Mr. Shart or Mrs. Hart, somebody at the DMV had to tell you, or you were being a dick to them and they just let it go through.
Right.
Yeah. They weren't going to be like, did you know that like this could be read as, because if you worked at the DMV and somebody like, you could tell somebody did not know, like, hey, like you would do that, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. I'd be like, you know how people are going to read this, right?
Could you imagine the anxiety of not telling like somebody that seemed like a nice person?
Now, on the other hand, if someone was being an asshole,
right,
and you were like, "Yeah, let me get that plate right for you. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna expedite for you.
I think we can get this for you today."
Because normally there's an approval process. We're gonna bypass that.
You know that time window is time that other people could be telling them, and you're going to make that as short as possible.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep. So, thank you, PETA, for Mr. Bean.
Dave, how about we wrap it up with an album of the week?
I have one quick thing to show you before the album, and this is
you were yawning, so
I was. This is from our dear friend Jesse, but I think that this is going to be quick. I think that Jesse has come to understand that her dad is the absolute antithesis of your dad. Bam.
Oh, yeah. Dual CRX.
Dual baby blue Honda CRXs, man.
Oh, man, those are beautiful.
Right?
I love a CRX so much.
Right. Yeah, I think if your dad and Jesse's dad like met each other, it'd be a matter antimatter explosion.
Well, no, you say that, but again, my uncle had many multiple of these for years and years.
Right,
and years.
We're not talking about your uncle. We're talking about your father. I like how you're like, no, someone with Honda sensibility was near hit my father.
Right. No, fair point.
No shade on your dad because he has some cool ass cars. Right, but I don't know if you could find more polar opposites than CRX and Quadrifoglio and an Aston Martin.
Yeah, that's true. And one of the CRXs is on Steelies.
It is. You know what? One of these cars has never had happen to it. The start button get pushed into the dash to the point you couldn't get it started because you couldn't reach the start button because it went inside the dashboard.
Yeah, that happened to the Austin.
By a valet, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a valet at the airport.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. So
Okay.
anyway, yeah. 2 people having fun, going about it 2 very different ways, and I'm here for both of it, and I'm here for these Hondas. So thank
Absolutely.
you.
Those are very clean Hondas.
Yeah.
Love them.
Right? Thank you, Jesse, for sending this.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let me see if she said anything else about the picture, but let's see here. Yeah, so I think that's about it. Yeah, but I wanted to show you that, so thank you for sending that in, Jesse. Yeah.
Excellent. Now, shall we wrap it up with an album of the week? One of like my a band that I really really like kind of punk band, started as kind of a punk band, and then they took a weird left turn a little bit a while back. The Black Lips.
Okay.
They're coming out with a new record. It should be out in the next week or so, I think.
Okay.
But I want to just I'm getting excited for this new record because I've heard a couple songs off of it and I think it sounds good.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with their 2011 album Arabia Mountain.
Okay.
Maybe I've done this one before.
I don't think you have.
So the story behind this one is that they were this like really kind of like in your face punk band. And then but they selected Mark Ronson, like the pop producer.
Yeah.
Like from like Amy Winehouse and stuff.
Yeah.
To produce this record. And so it has this really unique sound and energy, and it's sort of been their vibe ever since.
Okay.
Where they're still very shouty and in your face, but like with this like kind of retro 60s-ish garage sort of thing going on.
Okay. Like some pop sensibilities.
Yeah, it's really really good.
Okay.
So yeah, this is my pick for album of the week.
Okay, nice. I will check this out.
Yeah, it's a great record.
Okay. Nice. Huh. Okay. Right on. Also, the first record I think you've recommended that has a naked lady on the cover.
Really? The first one?
Yeah, I think so.
That can't be true.
Well, you've never recommended Ritual de la Habitual.
It's true. Yeah, I'm going to have a better job of that. I'm sorry.
Or Surfer Rosa, you haven't recommended that one either.
True.
Yeah.
See?
Those are the only other 2 albums that I know that have naked ladies on the cover. I'm sure
there are
way
so
more.
many more.
Yeah.
So many more.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do nothing but Herb Albert and then Tijuana Brass from now on.
Yeah. Those have a bunch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, listen to this.
Yeah, definitely.
Dave, what else should people do?
They should send us pictures of Hondas that they like. For Hondas we're here for. They should send us their cars for Show Us Your Cars 2025, our year-end show where we will talk about your car if you send us pictures of it. Send those to apexadjacent@gmail.com. Let's see here.
License plate pics.
Yeah,
720-515-1391 or send them to me on Blue Sky.
Yep. And we next week we're going to talk about something that we really liked that you brought to my attention, Ian, that happened in the SCCA autocross community.
Yes.
Really looking forward to talking about that more next week because it's something that I've been thinking about a lot. Great story coming out of kind of the SCCA and autocross community. Yep. And the kind of stuff you want to see. So, yeah, a lot of folks may already know what we're talking about, but yeah, looking forward to digging into that next week.
You know what I love? A teaser for next week. Love it. Love it. Everybody, thank you. We love you. Goodbye.